Why, hello everybody. It's me, playersbro. What y'all knew that. And today I wanted to talk about E3 overload. E3 overload up the ass. I mean, seriously, guys, there were some pretty crazy things this year, and I just wanted to kind of talk about three that kind of big impact to me, anyways. But just it's crazy. E3 is what I like to refer to as nerd Christmas, so it's pretty crazy to see all these crazy things that come out every year, see these new things that just really blow you away. And one of those big ones for me was definitely The Last of Us. And as you know, I am primarily a PS3 gamer, but also PC. But in terms of PS3, I've kind of been excited and hearing about The Last of Us for quite a while now. Basically because Naughty Dog's mad geniuses. Like, I can't believe it. The things that they come out with every year, it's just phenomenal. It's Uncharted, the whole series. It felt like Indiana Jones. Like, it was like you were playing out a movie that you could control, and the level of story writing and dialogue and how everything was just scripted so perfectly together. They're a really good company after making Crash Bandicoot and stuff. And it just I was really excited to hear about them showing more stuff for The Last of Us. And guys, the trailer this year just blew me away. Like, I've never felt such, like, it felt like a mini movie. Like, just what went on, it was insane. The level of tone and seriousness and tension at the right parts, and the stealth moments and everything. That's good story writing. That's how a game should be. Like, I feel like there was a real need of renaissance for like these really good story driven games, and I think it's gonna deliver because it's just incredible. Like, this game is gonna do so well. I know it is. It looks amazing. Like, it made my jaw drop and hit the floor. But I have really good feelings about it because of the fact of who it's being made by and what it's a predecessor to. I mean, come on, Uncharted. Both 1 and 2 were fantastic. I mean, 2 improved greatly on 1. One was not bad, but 2 was all right. But what am I even saying? 2 was amazing, but I never got to play 3 yet. But in terms of story, they always delivered, and The Last of Us is gonna be really good, guys. Like, I'm really excited for this game. Like, the moment I saw that trailer, it was like, just shut up, Naughty Dog, shut up and take it, take my money, take it, and let me enjoy the giant cliffhanger you just threw at me with that frickin' with that frickin' trailer. It was nuts. But anyways, getting back on the E3 hype train here. The next kind of pretty crazy thing I want to talk about is what I saw from the single player demo for Black Ops 2, and I gotta say, I'm very intrigued. Treyarch, this is a big step, and it's a bold move in a different direction. Like, I'm surprised. Like, I had heard near future, but this is really kind of, yeah, this is definitely future. This is like iRobot level shit. I mean, it's crazy, and I think it could do really well because, you know what, I loved Black Ops because I thought Black Ops did a lot of things right. They took a really good step in the right direction, and I really do hope, in all seriousness, that this can deliver and this can go above and beyond for what a Call of Duty game can be, because they balanced everything. They did such a good job of it. Like, they listened to us, and they set the bar for what Infinity Ward should have been doing and now are doing with Modern Warfare 3. And I think that despite my little bit of unenthusiasm, because I think it's just COD burnout right now because I've been playing so much of it. I think if I really step back and, take a chance to play some of these other games in my backlog, I think I'm going to come back with a refreshed state of mind, and I think that I really do have good feelings about this game, and I'm kind of excited to see what direction they could take zombies. I mean, we saw what zombies was in World at War, and then we saw them take it further to Black Ops, and now they have Black Ops 2, and it's like, what else could they do with zombies? And then when you see the single player trailer, you think, what could they do with it? It's got to be crazy. It's got to be something just really, and they're going to do something good. I know it, because apart from, Black Ops and the campaign stories and what they focus on, the zombies thing has driven its own culture and its own storyline and its own kind of mini campaign. And there's a lot of people that have gone and tried to crack the code of the storyline for zombies. Like, some notable people I know that are actually really decent at solving this kind of thing is like, learning the story and figuring it all out, is like Guns for Hire. If you know next gen tactics and you know that what he does now. I mean, I know he's not on next gen tactics anymore, but Guns for Hire is really good at figuring that stuff out. But I mean, it's kind of crazy, like, just to see this, and all you can think is, Treyarch, they make zombies, and they have their multiplayer too, and they have the campaign, but all you can think is, you go from Black Ops 1, which was set during the Vietnam era, and then you go to Black Ops 2, which is near future, and which is like I think it's like 2025 is when it takes place. But all you can think and all you can say is, what could they push further with the zombies? What could they possibly do? And it kind of intrigues you, and it makes you think. You think, well, what could happen? What else could they do? Like, what new stuff could they bring to the table? And then you start trying to think about it and figure it out, and it gets you excited. And I know that feeling. I know that feeling about a lot of games. So that's just me. I think there's some serious potential for Black Ops 2, because I really do applaud David Bonhar and Treyarch for taking a big step in a different direction. I mean, I'm really, and at the same time, I'm kind of, I hate the negativity that the community brings, like the Call of Duty community and such. Like, some of the people, they're so ready to just berate this game, and it's like, how do you even know what this game's gonna be like? It hasn't come out yet. It's not done. And to the people who are arguing the point that it is done, no, it's not. If it was done, it would be out already. It would be done. It would be what they consider perfect. They're still working on it because it comes out in November, so there's still things to be done. It's not done yet, so don't make an assumption if you don't have anything to back it up with. Just because you didn't like the last Call of Duty because of some obscure unknown reason we don't know about, or some stupid butthurt, don't go driving it across in a new game that hasn't even been released, and basically just being negative. It's like, come on guys, be more constructive about this. Think before you speak. I think it'll do well. I think it could have really serious potential, and it could do something we've never seen before. You never know. I don't know. I can't predict the future. I'm not a psychic. I'm just saying it could have potential. It could be good. It could be something we could possibly really get hooked on. And, I applaud them for taking this step. And with Modern Warfare 3, I know at times it gets frustrating, but you gotta realize this. I think it's because of the competitive nature of Call of Duty that we get this COD rage. Like, we get mad when we die and stuff. It's because, remember that first time when you stepped into a game, and your first online multiplayer game of like Call of Duty or something, and like you were just fresh and you were new and everything was kind of foreign to you and you didn't know quite what you were doing. I remember that feeling. I remember the first time I played Counter-Strike or Call of Duty 4 and I played online. Like, that was something I had never done before, and it was so new to me as an experience. I thought, it was kind of like like a renaissance, an epiphany. You felt so intrigued, and it kept driving you further, and then it drive you on, like, try and do better and try and get better and get more kills and not die so much, and then you start doing better, and, like, it just evolved. That's where the COD rage evolves from. It's like when you start getting better after that honeymoon stage from playing the game where you where you where you started getting familiar with the multiplayer fundamentals and characteristics and how things work. Once you got past that, you started learning how to play the game better and do better. That's where the COD rage evolves from. And it's like, guys, don't throw all that hatred at something that you built up just because you have a competitive nature. I mean, really, come on, think about it. It's just because we're competitive that some people hate on this game. It's because they're competitive. They don't like dying. It's because when you have a bad game, I know that. You have good days, you have bad days when you game online, when you play Call of Duty, when you play Battlefield 3, whatever that game is that you play multiplayer online that you got good at. Sometimes you have a good day, sometimes you have a bad. But don't let that be the driving point for your opinion of something that hasn't come out yet, because you don't know what it's going to be like. Anyways, I'm sorry, I apologize, I'm getting kind of opinionated, but it's just the way I feel. I'm sorry I ranted, but anyways, to bring it to the third and final point that I wanted to talk about, I wanted to kind of explain, I mean, in terms of the 3 press conferences, what do you guys think about the state of Nintendo? I mean, is it just me, or are they really slipping? I mean, I mean, that was kind of a lackluster showing. I mean, this is just, personal opinion, but both both Microsoft's for Xbox and, Sony's for PS3, they brought a better showing. They got it more engaging. They did things that got us excited, and it's like, yeah, I mean, because I saw a lot of hype for. I hear a lot of people talking about Halo 4, and I can believe that it'll probably be good. I'm just, I'm not that big a Halo fan. Don't get all raging on me if you're an Xbox player. I mean, it's not like I don't like Halo. It's just I'm not a big fan of it because I'm not very good at Halo. I'm pretty bad when it comes to Halo, but that's just me. It's because I'm not good at the game, so I'm not that big of a fan of it. And I don't know. There's just something about it that doesn't really get a hitch in my giddy up, if you know what I mean. But terrible sexual innuendos aside, I don't know. I think Nintendo is just kind of slipping right now. I mean, they had a bad showing, and I don't know. They're not the company I knew as a kid when I grew up. And if you're like me, if you're around my age, you may or may not have grown up with the Nintendo Entertainment System, or as we all affectionately call it, the NES. And you remember the Super Nintendo, and the Nintendo 64, and the Game Boy, and you remember the terrible things like the Virtual Boy, and the Power Glove, and the Super Scope had issues too. But like, there was a lot of things that, like, they were so bad that they got hyped because they became collector's items. Like, yeah, I got this really shitty thing Nintendo came out with, like, the Power Glove that really sucked. But and then they started building up, but it's like they're always a generation behind the other two. And it's like, I don't know, man. I feel like Nintendo is kind of like the underdog now. Like, they're just getting left in the dust while Sony and Sony and Microsoft kind of take the reins and say, you just sit back there. We got this. But I don't know, guys. They just don't feel like they don't seem like they used to be, guys, where you got excited over that. Maybe that's just all our maybe potential Nintendo fanboyism kind of wearing itself out. I don't know. I kind of feel bad for them because I used to love that company as a kid. I played so much freaking Pokemon on my Game Boy Color that I'm pretty sure my eyes bled at one point. But do you think this is something I want to throw out there. Do you guys think they had a bad showing? Like, let me know in the comments if you thought so. Like, did it get you excited, or were you not as happy? I mean, I don't know. It's all up to you. It's all debatable, whatever. But that's just me. I think they're starting to slip. They're kind of a generation behind us, and I don't know. I I don't know if it's just me, but I have literally no interest in the Wii U. I don't even want to hear about it. I don't want to see what it looks like. I don't care about any games that come out for it, guys. I just don't care. It's not exciting to me because, to be honest, the Wii sucked. I mean, it was good for more casual and friendly side of gaming, but if you're like me, it sucked. It sucked. The only hardcore thing I could think of was Smash Bros. Brawl, and I like Smash Brothers, and that wasn't actually a good game. But anyways, that's my E3 ramblings, my overload hype, whatever you call it. I'm gonna get on out of here and get some sleep. It's kind of late, but I made this video to let you guys know. So, I will see you later. Peace.